try and make this the thin end of the shingle and split off. Might get away with splitting off almost an entire separate shingle, but if not, then hopefully we'll split off one which is 2/3 the length like that, and that can be used for the bottom, well, the first course of shingles on the roof. So I'll put the froe in about here, which is a little less than halfway across, and then I'll try and direct the crack. Okay, so you can see the crack is further towards this side here than it is towards that side. So what I'm going to do is pull on the thick side of the piece of wood, pull it like that, and that should direct the crack back across there. So I'll have to turn it round to do that. So let's see if I can get the froe in a little bit further without the crack going too far wrong. No, it's going quite far wrong already, in fact. And then I'm going to push on the froe like this and lever. Okay, so it hasn't really started to go back across yet, but neither has it split off entirely either. Okay, so now I can get my fingers in here, then I can just pull on the thick side of the shingle and try and get the crack to make its way back across there. Which is happening. Okay, so it's now far enough across that it should safely split out like that. So there I've ended up with one good tapered shingle and another reasonably well tapered shingle. And then just... Okay, so we can probably actually get 2 shingles out of that. You can see it's quite thick at the end there. Ideally a shingle would be about half that width, but it's not perfectly straight along there. It's a bit better at this end, and this surface here is not great for a shingle, so hopefully if we split it down the middle we'll get 2 nice surfaces inside. And I'll use the small froe now. It's a little bit easier to control the crack. But first I'm going to peel the bark off, because then you can see the split developing a bit more easily.
Do that with a broad axe.
I'm just taking some of the set wood off now as well. Okay, so now you should be able to see the crack developing nice and easily along there. I'll try and split it in half again and get 2 shingles. Hopefully they'll both be tapered towards the end. So the top end I'm going to split it slightly unevenly so that one half is, well, it won't be a half, but this side will be slightly thicker and this side will be slightly thinner, and then towards the bottom then that'll change around. We'll get 2 shingles out of it. So right, you see the crack starting to develop, and it always splits off towards the thinner side. And the way to rectify that is to put pressure on the thick side. So have one end of the shingle in a break like this, and then you need to press against the thick side with the froe.
It's not just a question of leverage.
No, you need to actually press against the thick side like that, as well as twist the froe. So you can see it stopped the crack splitting off to this side now, but I needed to get it to go down like that. And now I can get my hand in here, I can actually pull on this side and lever at the same time.
Nice, come back.
Okay. almost there now. Just try and get it to thin out a little bit more at the end. Okay, not quite as much as I'd like, but did get 2 shingles out of that, one thick one and one thin one, so you can see the crack was actually, did manage to get that to pull back a little bit at the end there. Okay, the crack is fairly central, but it is starting to move that way. Okay, so now I've got one really good wide shingle like that, and one narrow one like that. So you can just trim them down and put a chamfer on the end, and they'll be fit to put on the roof. I've already taken the sapwood off as well.